What if the key to a meaningful life isn't hidden in some distant future, but quietly woven into the patterns of our everyday actions? What if just 7 small habits, practiced with intention, could rewire the way you think, act, and feel in just 1 week? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to share something deeply personal. 7 habits that didn't just change my routine, they shifted my entire mindset. Inspired by timeless philosophy, modern psychology, and a little bit of hard-won experience, these aren't your usual productivity hacks. They're transformations in disguise. Let's dive in. Habit 1. Morning solitude. There's a quiet moment before the world wakes up that feels like sacred ground. For the last week, I've started each day with just 10 minutes of complete silence. No phone, no music, no books, just me, my thoughts, and the sound of my breath. This simple act of solitude reminded me of what the Stoics knew so well, that the external world is chaos, but the internal world is where true power lies. In that silence, you begin to notice the mind's chatter, and more importantly, you begin to detach from it. It's not meditation, it's not journaling, it's just being. And in that space, I found clarity I didn't know I was missing. Habit 2. Writing a single sentence. Each morning, I wrote just 1 sentence. That's it. It could be about anything. What I feared, what I loved, what I questioned. One day I wrote, "Why do I crave distraction when stillness is so healing?" Another day, "I feel like I'm chasing a version of myself that never sits still." Over time, these fragments started to form a mirror, reflecting what was happening beneath the surface of my day-to-day life. This habit was inspired by Marcus Aurelius, who wrote his Meditations not for the world, but for himself. And honestly, that's what made it powerful. It was for me, and me alone. Habit 3. Walking without purpose. We often walk to something: work, the store, the gym. But this week, I tried walking for nothing. No destination, no phone, no goal, just movement. And in that purposeless wandering, I discovered something unexpected: presence. Kierkegaard once said, "I've walked myself into my best thoughts," and I felt that deeply. With each step, the pressure to achieve melted. I was simply alive, and that was enough. Habit 4. Practicing voluntary discomfort. This one was uncomfortable, literally. Each day, I did something that made me physically or mentally uncomfortable. A cold shower, skipping a meal, leaving my phone at home. It wasn't about punishment. It was about practicing resilience. The ancient Stoics called this premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. By voluntarily embracing small doses of discomfort, I felt more equipped to handle the unexpected chaos of life. It's like building an emotional immune system. Habit 5. Reading 1 page slowly. In a world that urges us to speed up, I decided to slow down. Instead of binge reading, I read just 1 page a day, but I read it slowly, with full attention. 1 page from Seneca, 1 from Simone Weil, 1 from a modern philosopher or poet. I didn't rush to finish. I didn't skim for wisdom. I sat with it, and in that slowness, the ideas sunk deeper. The words had time to breathe. 1 page, but it felt like I had read a whole chapter of meaning. Habit 6. The what would X do? Thought experiment. Each day, I asked myself 1 question. What would Epictetus do? Or, what would Buddha do? Or even, what would my future self, 10 years wiser, do? This simple thought experiment snapped me out of autopilot. It invited me to act with intention, to zoom out of my ego, and to respond with more wisdom than I thought I had. The philosophers had a word for this: prohoresis, the power of choice. Every moment becomes a fork in the road. This habit helped me choose the better path. Habit 7. Practicing memento vivere. You've probably heard of memento mori, remember you will die. But its quieter cousin, memento vivere, means remember to live. So each night I asked myself, did I actually live today? Not in some grand bucket list kind of way, but in the small things. Did I really taste my coffee? Did I look up at the sky? Did I speak with love? Did I feel the moment? And if the answer was no, I made a vow. Tomorrow, I will live more fully.
7 habits, none of them revolutionary on their own, but together they formed a pattern, a way of being that felt less like self-help and more like coming home. If you try even one of these for the next 7 days, I believe you'll feel it too. Not just a shift in your schedule, a shift in your soul. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider sharing it with someone else who might need it. And let me know in the comments, which habit will you start with? Until next time, stay curious, stay present, and remember, philosophy isn't something you read, it's something you live.